Greetings, and welcome to A Year of Movies, a Planet Geek production. For this project, we are using the Ivan Walters reference book of 365 films to watch on the day they happened. Each day, we watch a movie associated with the date we are watching it on. And as it is the 2nd of July, we are going to be watching Independence Day from 1996. Directed by Ronald Emmerich and starring Will Smith. So when this movie had come out, I got swept up with a bunch of buddies of mine and all that sort of thing to see this movie. From the get-go, went to opening a weekend to see this movie. Fully packed theaters. Of course, we're talking like the late 90s, and that's when people just crammed into the theaters to see these types of big box office destruction movies, which is what we went to see. So, enjoyed the hell out of the movie, seeing it with a huge crowd, and have seen it several times since. And as I had already mentioned, not only does this movie star Will Smith, but it also stars Bill Pullman, Jeff Goldblum, Mary McDonnell, Judd Hirsch, Robert Loggia, and Randy Quaid. Strange phenomenon surfaces around the globe. The skies ignite. Terror races through the world's major cities as these extraordinary events unfold. It becomes increasingly clear that a force of incredible magnitude has arrived. Its mission? Total annihilation. Over the 4th of July weekend, the last hope to stop the destruction is an unlikely group of people united by fate and unimaginable circumstances. So this is a high-impact action film at the time that it was really needed. It's a bombastic, huge, blow-em-up sort of everything gets destroyed type movie. We have such a huge ensemble cast that does fantastic. And even those names beyond what I had listed in the very beginning, such as Vivica A. Fox, Judd Hirsch, Harvey Fierstein, and even Brent Spiner doing fantastic jobs as secondary tertiary characters at some points as well, just doing a fantastic thing. Everyone knows that they're in a campy sci-fi big action film, and they play it to the T. The humor is very spot on and very entertaining, but we're dealing with fantastic special effects. That's the thing that really drives home this movie. Not only do we have some really amazing use of miniatures for their destruction and all that sort of thing, but intertwining them with like giant set pieces and really large practical animatronic characters and sets that just are so awe-inspiring to watch on the big screen. And this is the movie that needs a big screen and big sound and all that, which is one of the main reasons why it was such a huge hit when it originally came out in the theaters. Now, while it is a huge action movie, it does have way too many coincidences to tell its story. How like characters are so intertwined and then they eventually all come together and everything seems to be like dealing a deck of cards, shuffling them into one pile. It's sort of like convenient that this person knows this person that happens to be this person, and then when that person's with that, hey, everyone's now together to pull off the perfect solution to their problem. But again, very entertaining nonetheless. It is very, hey, let's wave our American flags, get us very American strong forward, such to the point that at one point, one of the Allied forces on the other side of the world hears through the Morse code communications that the Americans have a plan, and they turn into like, well, it's about time they came up with a plan, and which is just a hilarious thing to be sitting in a theater in Canada to hear that line. I'm pretty sure that the entire audience erupted and all that. And there's also one other thing I'd like to point out about the movie. There's no mention of anything happening in Canada. Like everywhere around the world, these aliens come down, but apparently Canada's perfectly fine because nothing happens here. And just, there's nothing about the timing of this movie. The movie actually starts right after the opening credits on July 2nd, 1946. On July 2nd, 1996, which is like less than a minute into this 2-hour and 24-minute movie. And when it came to the Academy Awards for that particular season, it actually ended up winning for Best Visual Effects and got nominated for Best Sound. And on that note, we're going to wrap up this particular episode and look off to the future to see what we're going to be watching for tomorrow, which is going to be July the 3rd, and that is going to be Gettysburg from 1993. So until next time, go see a movie.